Welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody. It's time for our third and final game of our triple header. We're a little bit behind schedule today. We're about 25 minutes behind schedule as our first game went to double overtime. The Saints and the Chiefs, it's kind of pushed everything back, but we'll get our third game in. This one's going to end after midnight, though, on the East Coast, so just bear with us. It'll be the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both teams come in at 8-7. Pittsburgh has already won the AFC Central with an 8-7 record, believe it or not. That shows you how bad the rest of the division is. Even if they lose, the Steelers will be 8-8. They'll be in the playoffs. They'll host the Ravens, and nothing will change that situation. So basically, for Pittsburgh, this game is meaningless, other than trying to finish with an above 500 record. For Dallas, they're also 8-7. If the Cowboys win, they wrap up the final wild card in the NFC. They'll be the number 6 seed and would play at Minnesota. If the Giants, they'd play at the Giants in the wild card round. If the Cowboys lose this game, they're out, and the Buccaneers pick up that number 6 seed, and they would play at the Giants in the wild card round. So this is win and you're in for Dallas. Evil Dead is 124-79 now. That puts them back up to 45 games over 500. And if you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Let's head out to Pittsburgh for this one. Cowboys Steelers here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into Paycor Stadium. No, wait a minute. It's the other one. Acusure Stadium. I get them confused. It's the Cowboys and the Steelers. And welcome into another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. Excuse me if I'm a little punch drunk. This is our 14th game in 4 days. We played a lot of games. Both teams at 8-7. The Steelers are in as AFC Central champions. They'll host the Ravens next week. That won't change. Dallas, they have to win to get in. If they lose, they're out. And the Cowboys will get the opening kickoff from the 7-yard line on the return for Dallas. Number 28, that's Darryl Porter, the rookie out of Miami, out to the 28-yard line. Waiting for Evil Dead's pick as Carson Beck comes out, the rookie out of Georgia. I'm sorry, what, Misty? Misty's for the Cowboys, she says. We're still waiting for Evil Dead to show up here. I don't think he's here yet. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Just underway, live from the Steel City. The Cowboys have to win to get in the playoffs. If they lose, Tampa Bay gets in. You want to be for the Steelers then, Misty. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line in the offset eye. Beck under center. Beck hands off to Baxter, and Baxter goes down, no gain. Be 2nd and 10 from the 28-yard line. If the Cowboys win, the Buccaneers don't make the playoffs. But if the Cowboys lose, the Buccaneers are in the playoffs. So you're for the Steelers then. Okay. 2nd and 10 from the 28-yard line for Dallas. Opening drive. They got nothing on first down. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 28. Cowboys come out. Beck in the shotgun. On 2nd and 10. Beck to Baxter. And Baxter tries to get outside, picks up 2 yards to the 30-yard line, and that'll bring up 3rd and 8. Evil Dead's taking Pittsburgh in this one. So is Misty. Misty wants her Bucks to make the playoffs. Dallas has to lose for that to happen. It'll be 3rd and 8. Beck in the shotgun. A back on either side. Beck draws back, looking, throws across the middle, and it's caught by Jerome Stewart out to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, and that'll be a Dallas first down. The fourth-year receiver out of Texas A&M. First down, Cowboys. Michael Miller, the safety on the tackle, in his 7th year out of Florida State. 2nd and 10 from the 40-yard line for Dallas. Everybody in tight. Beck under center. Beck to Baxter. And Baxter out to the 42, a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. On the tackle, number 95, Cam Hayward, the 12th year defensive end out of Ohio State. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 42-yard line. Four wide for Dallas, 3 to the near side. Beck in the shotgun. Beck looking. Beck throws. And it's caught by Plant out to the 50-yard line. Tom Plant. A gain of 8 yards, and that'll be a first down for Dallas. 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. The Steelers are in. They've already won the AFC Central. They'll host the Ravens next week. 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. Beck hands off to Baxter. And Baxter 4 yards to the 46-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd and 6. Cowboys have to win to make the playoffs. If they lose, they are out. And Tampa Bay would be in. 2nd and 6 from the 46-yard line. Beck under center, single back. Hand off to Baxter. And Baxter picks up a yard to the 45-yard line. Eldon Burns, the linebacker, on the tackle. Burns in his 5th year out of UNLV. Baxter in his 11th year at a USC. 3rd and 5 for the Cowboys now at the Steeler 45-yard line. Opening drive of the game. Beck in the shotgun on 3rd down. Beck looking. Beck throws underneath, and it's caught for the first down. Jerome Stewart down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, first down Dallas. On the tackle, number 28, Donovan Hawkins, in his 4th year out of Stanford. So the Cowboy drive continues, 1st and 10 at the Steeler 40-yard line. Beck in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Beck looking. Beck throws. Caught by Plant down to the 22-yard line. A gain of 18 to Tom Plant. The old reliable in his 11th year out of TCU. First down Cowboys as they keep moving it down the field on the Steelers. If the Cowboys win, they're in. They'll play at the Giants in the wild card. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line in the offset eye. Beck under center. Beck looking. Throws. Caught. Nick Stevens, the tight end, down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 19 yards. Nick Stevens in his 6th year out of Tennessee. Act like you've been there before. It'll be 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Doing backflips, and he didn't even score. 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Nice opening drive by Dallas. Cowboys come out in the offset eye. Beck under center. Beck to Baxter. Touchdown, Dallas. A 3-yard touchdown run by Sam Baxter. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff, march down the field, and get a touchdown. They take a 6-0 lead on Pittsburgh. And now Cooper Nelson for the extra point. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. Cowboys lead it 7-0. Nice opening drive. 4:08 left to play in the first quarter. And now the Steelers will get it for the first time, down 7-0. We'll have a doubleheader for you tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern time. We'll talk about that in a second. Cooper Nelson will kick off. From the 3-yard line on the return, this is Talbert, Brian Talbert, out to the 26-yard line. Starting quarterback, Tony McAvenue, in his 3rd year out of Washington State for the Steelers. The doubleheader tomorrow will be the Redskins and the Cardinals, and that game has absolutely no playoff bearing whatsoever. And that'll be followed by the Browns and the Chargers. If the Chargers win, they host the Dolphins in the wild card round. If the Chargers lose, they play at the Dolphins in the wild card round. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. McAvenue under center. McAvenue hands off to Marshall, and Mike Marshall gets hit for a 3-yard loss. Tyler Hackett on the tackle. The 10th-year defensive tackle out of Citadel. It'll be 2nd and 13 for the Steelers back at the 23-yard line. On 2nd and 13. 3:45 and counting here in the first quarter. McAvenue in the shotgun on 2nd and 13. McAvenue drops back, looking. Throws downfield, incomplete. He overthrew his target. And that'll bring up 3rd and 13. Cowboys scored a touchdown on their opening drive. Pittsburgh struggling here early. 3rd and 13 from their own 23. 4 receivers set wide. McAvenue in the gun. McAvenue back. McAvenue throws. Caught by Kenneth Berry. He's going to be shy of the first down. He only gains 8. Wesley Keaton on the tackle. The 11th-year defensive back out of Missouri. And that'll bring up 4th and 5. The Steelers go 3 and out on their opening drive. Back to punt. Cody Meyer for Pittsburgh on 4th down. Meyer gets the punt away. And that'll be fair caught at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 Dallas at the 25. Jamal Banks on the fair catch, the rookie out of Nebraska. 3:03 left in the first quarter. 1st and 10 Dallas at their own 25-yard line. Up 7-0. Trying to wrap up the final wild card spot. 4 wide. Beck under center. Beck drops back. Looking. Throws. Caught underneath by Charlie Marshall. Charlie Marshall, the 3rd-year receiver out of Fresno State. Out to the 36. A gain of 11. 1st down Dallas. 2:45 and counting here in the first quarter. Once again, we're about 30 minutes behind schedule here today because our first game went to double overtime. 1st and 10 from the 36. Beck hands off to Baxter around the outside, and Baxter picks up a yard out to the 37. It'll be 2nd and 9. Jake Craven on the tackle. The 7th-year defensive back out of Ohio State. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 37-yard line. Cowboys come out 4 wide. Beck in the shotgun. 2nd and 9. Beck looking. Beck throws underneath. And Stevens can't catch it. Incomplete. They're looking for Nick Stevens. And that'll bring up 3rd and 9 at their own 37-yard line. 2:07 left in the first quarter. Five wide for the Cowboys. Beck in the shotgun on 3rd down. Beck looking. Beck throws, and it's incomplete. Stevens. That one gets knocked away by Eldon Burns, the linebacker. It'll bring up 4th down. Dallas will have to punt. Stevens couldn't hold on. Back to punt, Mark Erickson on 4th and 9. Erickson gets the punt away. From the 18-yard line on the return, Brian Talbert out to the 24. And that's where Pittsburgh will have it, 1st and 10. 1:56 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Acrisure Stadium. I like to call it Three Rivers Stadium. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's where the Allegheny and the Monongahela join to make the Ohio at the confluence. There, I got it in. 1st and 10 Pittsburgh from the 24-yard line in the I formation. McAvenue in the shotgun. McAvenue to Marshall. And Mike Marshall out to the 33-yard line, a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. Mike Marshall, the 4th-year back out of California, Berkeley. 2nd and 1 for the Steelers at their own 33. A minute 38 left to play here in the first quarter. Dallas up 7-0. 5 wide for the Steelers. Empty backfield for McAvenue on 2nd and 1. McAvenue back. McAvenue throws. And it's caught. Plucked out of the air by Eddie Terrell out to the 45-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Pittsburgh. Eddie Terrell in his 2nd year out of North Carolina State. He caught that pass with the cowboy draped all over him. 1st and 10 from the 45 in the I formation. McAvenue to Marshall around the outside. Marshall goes down, a 2-yard loss. Back to the 43. Wesley Keaton came in and made the tackle for Dallas in his 11th year out of Missouri. And that'll bring up 2nd and 12 from the 43-yard line. Under a minute left to play here in the first quarter. Cowboys up 7-0. 2nd and 12 for the Steelers at their own 43-yard line. McAvenue in the shotgun on 2nd and 12. McAvenue looking. Rolls out. Throws downfield. He overthrew everybody. He was trying to hit his tight end, Kenneth Berry, down the middle. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 12 from the 43-yard line. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Steelers come out. 4 wide. McAvenue in the shotgun on 3rd and 12. McAvenue drops back. Looking. Throws. And it's nearly intercepted. Darrell Porter, the rookie out of Miami, nearly picked it off. It'll be 4th down, and the Pittsburgh's going to have to punt. It'll be 4th and 12 from their own 43. Pittsburgh just having a hard time getting going here in this one. Cody Meyer back to punt. Meyer gets the punt away. From the 11-yard line on the return is number 80, Jamal Banks, out to the 19-yard line. 20 seconds left. Cowboys up 7-0. Evil Dead took Pittsburgh in this one. Evil Dead is 124-79. He's 45 games up. First and 10 from the 19-yard line. Cowboys come out. Beck in the shotgun on first down. Beck draws back. Beck throws downfield, and he overthrows Nick Stevens, the tight end. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. And that'll stop the clock with 17 seconds left. On 2nd and 10, 4 receivers wide for Dallas. Beck in the shotgun. Beck looking, throws outside, and making the catch. Trying to pick up the number. That's Tom Plant out to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11. First down, Dallas. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter. Cowboys up 7-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to AccuSure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We go to the second quarter. 1st and 10, Dallas from their own 30-yard line. Beck in the shotgun. Beck draws back, throws downfield, and is caught by Tom Plant. Out to the 45, a gain of 15. First down, Dallas. Cowboys clinch a playoff spot with a win. If they lose, they are out of the playoffs. A lot of Buccaneer fans rooting for Pittsburgh here. But Dallas leads at 7-0. And they have it 1st and 10 at their own 45. 7:40 left to play in the first half. Cowboys come out. Beck under center, single back. On 1st and 10. Beck looking. Beck throws near side. Caught. Making the catch is Charlie Marshall out to the 49 of the Pittsburgh Steelers. It'll be 2nd and 3. A gain of 7. So 2nd and 3 for the Cowboys in Steeler territory now. Beck under center. Single back. Beck to Baxter. No, he fakes it. Turns, throws outside. And making the catch down the sideline is Blair Gibson, the second-year tight end out of Georgia Southern. Picks up 9 yards down to the 40-yard line. First down, Cowboys. 6:50 left here in the second quarter. Cowboys on the move. 5 receivers set wide. Beck in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Beck draws back. Beck looking in trouble. And he got hit as he threw. Incomplete. The pressure was put on by James Brand, the 7th-year linebacker out of Chattanooga. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 40-yard line. 6:34 left in the half. Cowboys come out 4 wide. Beck in the shotgun on 2nd and 10. Beck looking. Beck throws. Caught underneath by Plant down to the 32-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 9. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1 at the Steeler 32. Big 3rd down right here. Cowboys come out 4 wide. Beck under center. Beck drops back, throws, and is caught by Plant out to the 27-yard line. A gain of 5. First down, Cowboys. Under 6 minutes left to play in the half. Dallas has worked it down to the Steeler 27-yard line. 1st and 10. 5 wide. Empty backfield. Beck in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Beck looking. Beck throws underneath. And making the catch, number 87, Jerome Stewart, out to the 22, a gain of 4. He's 2nd and 6. Steelers just can't seem to stop the Cowboy offense here. Beck in the shotgun on 2nd and 6. Beck looking, throws downfield, caught by Plant at the 6-yard line. A gain of 16 to Tom Plant. And that'll be a Dallas first down. The always dependable Tom Plant in his 11th year out of Texas Christian. The Cowboys started the season 0-2. They went 8-5 down the stretch. And now a chance to make the playoffs. 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. 4 wide for the Cowboys. Beck under center. Beck to Baxter. Tries to get outside, and Baxter gets hemmed in. He gets to the 5. They give him forward progress. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. .440 left. Here in the second quarter, 2nd and goal from the 5. 4 wide for Dallas. Beck under center. Beck looking. Beck throws underneath. Caught by Plant. Touchdown, Dallas. A 5-yard touchdown catch by Tom Plant. And the Cowboys take a 13-0 lead. Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Cowboys determined to lock up that final wild card spot. They have the tiebreaker over Tampa Bay. Now the extra point by Cooper Nelson, the rookie out of Iowa. Snap, kick is up. Kick is good. Cowboys lead it 14-0. 4:21 left to play here in the first half. Live from Acusure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Week 16 here at Jammin' Sports. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. I hope Evil Dead's still here. It's 11:30 Eastern. Again, this game a late start. Those on the East Coast, we want to thank you for hanging with us. There's the kickoff. This will be fielded at the 5-yard line by the Steelers. Bringing it back on the return, number 86. As Eddie Terrell out to the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 Pittsburgh at their own 27 with 4:17 left here in the first half. Dallas up 14-0. Steelers trying to get back in this game. The Steelers haven't looked all that good here today. And they host the Ravens next week in the wild card round. 4 wide on 1st and 10. McAvenue under center. McAvenue to Marshall. And Mike Marshall up the middle. And Marshall out to the 35-yard line. A gain of 8. And that'll bring up 2nd and 2. We're down to 4 minutes left in the first half. Cowboys up 14-0. Steelers trying to get a score before halftime. They come out in the I formation on 2nd and 2. McAvenue hands off to Marshall, breaks through, and Marshall out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 11. First down, Pittsburgh. Coming up to make the tackle, number 22, Greg Phillips, the 8th-year safety out of Kentucky. 3.5 minutes left in the half. 4 wide for Pittsburgh. McAvenue on 1st and 10, under center. McAvenue hands off to Marshall, and Marshall to the 50-yard line. A gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. 3:12 and counting. Here in the first half. Dallas up 14-0. 4 wide for the Steelers. McAvenue in the shotgun on 2nd and 6. McAvenue looking. McAvenue throws down the middle, and it's incomplete. Oh, they tried to get it to James Goodwin. He couldn't hold on. It got knocked away. It'll be 3rd and 6 for Pittsburgh at the 50-yard line. Steelers come out 4 wide. McAvenue in the shotgun on 3rd down. McAvenue looking. They bring a blitz. They get it outside to Talbert, and Talbert only gets a yard. It'll be 4th and 5. Kerry Rule, the linebacker, comes up and makes the tackle. It'll be 4th down for the Steelers. They'll have to punt. Cody Meyer back to punt for Pittsburgh. Meyer gets the punt away. And that's going to go into the end zone. Touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 Dallas at the 20-yard line. 2:22 left to play here in the first half. Cowboys up 14-0. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Cowboys come out 5 wide. Beck in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Beck looking. Beck throws inside. Caught by Charlie Marshall out to the 24-yard line. A gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning here in the first half. They won't get the playoff in time. 2-minute warning. Live from Acusure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Week 16 here at Jammin' Sports. Cowboys lead it 14-0. Cowboys trying to lock up the final wild card in the NFC. On 2nd and 6 from the 24. Beck looking. Beck throws, and it's knocked down. Incomplete. Eldon Burns, the linebacker, knocks it down. It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Cowboys at their own 24-yard line. 1:55 left in the half. Cowboys come out, 3 receivers to the far side. Beck in the shotgun on third down. Beck looking. Beck in trouble, throws and gets it outside to Nick Stevens, the tight end, out to the 34-yard line, a gain of 10. And that'll be a first down for Dallas. Injury timeout as James Garrison goes to the sideline, the linebacker, the rookie out of Tennessee. First and 10 Dallas now at their own 34-yard line. 1:51 left to play here in the half. Both teams with 3 timeouts. Dallas has dominated the first half. The Steeler offense, they only have 1 first down. 4 wide for the Cowboys. Beck in the shotgun, first and 10. Beck looking. Beck throws near side, and it's caught out of bounds. It's good. Plant, he got his feet in, they said. 5 yards out to the 39. It'll be 2nd and 5. I don't know about that one. I thought he was out of bounds, but they said he was in bounds. It'll be 2nd and 5. No review. Beck in the shotgun. 1:47 left in the half. Beck back, throws near side. Caught by Nick Stevens out to the 42. A gain of 4. That's going to bring up 3rd and 1. Stops the clock. He got out of bounds. 1:43 left. Cowboys come out on third down. Beck under center. Beck draws back. Throws downfield, and it's caught by Nick Stevens out to the 49-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. That'll be a Dallas first down. Eldon Burns on the tackle. Dallas now out to the Steeler 49-yard line, 1st and 10. They both have 3 timeouts. Beck back to throw. Throws down the middle, and Stevens can't hold on. That was broken up by Ivory Whiteside, the rookie linebacker out of Alabama A&M. 1:15 left to play in the half. Both teams still have 3 timeouts. On 2nd and 10. Beck in the shotgun. Beck draws back, looking, throws, and incomplete. They tried to get that out to Charlie Marshall. Broken up by Michael Miller, the safety. The 7th-year safety out of Florida State. 1:12 left in the half. It'll be 3rd and 10 for Dallas at the Steeler 49-yard line. 4 wide. Beck in the shotgun, 3rd and 10. Beck looking, throws down the middle, and Jerome Stewart couldn't hold on. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down, and the Cowboys will have to punt. That'll stop the clock with 1:09 left. The Steelers are going to get the ball back with 3 timeouts. Mark Erickson back to punt. Erickson gets the punt away. And that's going to be out of bounds at the 1-yard line. What a punt by Mark Erickson. And Pittsburgh, with 1:03 left in the half, will have to start at the 1-yard line. Down 14-0. They have all 3 of their timeouts. Steelers were hoping to get some type of score before halftime, but they start at the 1-yard line. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Our 3rd game today of the triple header. 1st and 10. McAvenue in the shotgun. McAvenue back. Throws underneath. Caught by Kenneth Berry, the tight end, out to the 8-yard line. A gain of 7. The Steelers take a timeout with 58 seconds left in the half. It'll be 2nd and 3. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. The Steelers are AFC Central champs. And they'll host the Ravens in the wildcard round next week. On 2nd and 3 from the 8-yard line, McAvenue back. McAvenue looking. He's going to throw it deep. Going for the home run ball, and it's a jump ball, incomplete. They were looking for Eddie Terrell. He was well covered by Darrell Porter, incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 3 from the 8-yard line for the Steelers. 51 seconds left until halftime. 4 wide for Pittsburgh. McAvenue in the shotgun on 3rd and 3. McAvenue drops back. McAvenue throws, and it's incomplete. Kenneth Berry couldn't hold on. .47 seconds left. Dallas is going to get the ball back. The Steelers will have to punt. Cody Meyer punting from his end zone on 4th down. Gets the punt away. And fair caught at the 49-yard line by Jamal Banks. Dallas has all 3 of their timeouts. They'll have it at their own 49. They can get a field goal. 41 seconds left. All they need is about 15 to 20 yards, and they're in field goal range. 1st and 10 Cowboys at their own 49-yard line, up 14-0. Carson Beck, the rookie quarterback out of Georgia, in the shotgun. Beck drops back. Beck looking. Throws. And it's caught by Jerome Stewart down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 11. Dallas takes a timeout with 34 seconds left. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Beck on the shotgun, 1st and 10. Beck drops back, looking, throws underneath. Caught by Charlie Marshall down to the 33-yard line, a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Dallas takes a timeout with 29 seconds left. It'd be a 50-yard field goal from here. Second and 4 from the Steeler 33-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Beck in the shotgun on 2nd down. Beck drops back. Beck looking. Throws near side. Caught by Marshall, and he gains 3 out to the 31-yard line and bring up 3rd and 1. Cowboys are letting the clock run. This would be a 48-yard field goal from here. They're going to run it down and kick the field goal. I get the feeling that's what they're going to do. And they finally call a timeout with 9 seconds left here in the first half. I believe Cooper Nelson will come on and try a 48-yard field goal. Cooper Nelson, the rookie out of Iowa, from 48 yards to put the Cowboys up by 3 possessions. The kick is up. The kick is good, I believe, but a flag is down. Another roughing the kicker. We've seen a lot of that lately. I believe the kick was good. Yep, it's 17-0 Dallas. They'll just kick off from the 50-yard line with 5 seconds left. So Cooper Nelson nails it from 48 yards. Dallas leads at 17-0. A 3-possession game with 5 seconds left in the first half. It's been all Cowboys here in the first half. I don't know if the Steelers are complacent because they know they're already in and they host a game next week. There's the kickoff. Out of the end zone, touchback. And now Pittsburgh will have it at the 30-yard line with 5 seconds left until halftime. Down 17-0. Steelers need to regroup at half. Dallas trying to wrap up the final wild card spot. 4 wide for the Steelers. McAvenue in the shotgun, 1st and 10. This could be the last play of the half. McAvenue back. McAvenue looking. McAvenue throws deep down the sideline. It's caught by Eddie Terrell as time runs out here in the first half. Cowboys lead it 17-0 on the Steelers here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Acrisure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We go to the second half. Cowboys lead the Steelers 17-0. Dallas trying to wrap up the final wild card in the NFC. If they do so, they'll face the Giants in the wild card round. There's the kick. Steelers get the second half kickoff from the 5-yard line on the return. This is Eddie Terrell out to the 23-yard line. And that's where Pittsburgh will have it, 1st and 10. Steelers down 17-0. Doubleheader tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. Redskins, Cardinals, followed by the Browns and the Chargers. A doubleheader tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific. We hope you join us. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. McAvenue hands off to Talbert. And Talbert to the 26-yard line. A gain of 3. Brian Talbert in his second year out of Kentucky. And that'll bring up 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, McAvenue in the shotgun. McAvenue looking. McAvenue throws and is caught. Making the catch, number 85, Ron Shanklin, the 9th-year receiver out of Oregon State. I'm sorry. Yeah, Oregon State. 1st down, Pittsburgh at their own 36-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. McAvenue under center. McAvenue hands off to Mike Marshall. And Marshall out to the 41-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. 6:50 left to play here in the third quarter. Dallas up 17-0. Steelers come out 4 wide. McAvenue under center on 2nd down. McAvenue hands off to Marshall, and Marshall out to the 45. A gain of 4. That's going to bring up 3rd and 1 for the Steelers. 6:25 and counting. Steelers come out in the I formation on 3rd down. McAvenue hands off to Marshall. Marshall picks up the 1st down. 4 yards out to the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 Steelers. As we're coming up on 6 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Cowboys up 17-0. Steelers finally have a drive going on here. 1st and 10 from their own 49. McAvenue under center. Berry in motion. McAvenue to Marshall. Marshall picks up the 1st down and more. Marshall down to the 35. A gain of 16 for Mike Marshall. 1st down Pittsburgh at the Cowboy 35-yard line. 5:25 and counting here in the third quarter. Steelers really need to score something before the end of the quarter. 4 wide for the Steelers. McAvenue in the shotgun. 1st and 10. McAvenue looking. McAvenue throws. Caught by Berry down the sideline. Out of bounds at the 19-yard line. A gain of 16. 1st down Pittsburgh. That'll move the chains. .509 left to play here in the third quarter. Steelers on the move. They come out in the I formation. 1st and 10 from the Cowboy 19. McAvenue hands off to Marshall again. And Marshall down to the 16-yard line. A gain of 4. That'll bring up 2nd and 6 from the 16-yard line. 4:45 and counting here in the third quarter. Cowboys up 17-0. Steelers come out. McAvenue in the shotgun with a back on either side. McAvenue to Marshall. Marshall turns upfield. Marshall to the 17. He's going to lose a yard. It'll be 3rd and 7. Back at the 17-yard line. Making the tackle, number 96 for the Cowboys, Orlando Sanders, in his 7th year out of Illinois. Steelers with 3 receivers to the near side on 3rd and 7. McAvenue in the shotgun. McAvenue back. Looking. Throws to the end zone. It's picked off. Cowboys pick it off. Darrell Porter, the rookie out of Miami, picks it off in the end zone. And the Steelers walk away with nothing. It'll be a touchback. And Dallas will have it 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Long Steeler drive comes up empty. As the rookie out of Miami, Darrell Porter, makes a nice play. From college football 25, I might add. First and 10, Cowboys at their own 20. Dallas already up 17-0. Hope is fading from Tampa Bay fans right now. McAvenue under center on 1st and 10. Or not McAvenue, Beck, I'm sorry. Beck gets it out to Nick Stevens, the tight end, good for 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. Out to the 23-yard line. Eldon Burns, the linebacker, on the tackle. 3:45 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Cowboys come out in the offset eye. Beck under center. Beck to Baxter. And Baxter breaks through. Gets outside, down the sideline. All the way out to the 46-yard line. A 23-yard gain for Sam Baxter. As they run him out of bounds at the 46. First down, Dallas. .333 left in the 3rd quarter. Clock is moving. 3 wide to the far side. Beck in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Baxter in motion. Beck throws a screen pass to Baxter. Turns upfield. And Baxter 3 yards to the 49-yard line. Jake Craven on the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 7. 3:10 and counting. Cowboys come out in the I formation on 2nd and 7. 3 minutes left in the 3rd. Beck to Baxter. And Baxter back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. On the tackle there, Travis Thomas, the 5th-year defensive tackle out of Tennessee State. And that'll bring up 3rd and 7 at the 49-yard line. This is a big 3rd down for the Steelers. They're trying to get a stop. 3rd and 7 for Dallas at their own 49. 3 receivers to the near side. Beck in the shotgun on 3rd down. Beck looking. Beck throws. And it's caught by Stevens at the 41-yard line. A gain of 10 to Nick Stevens. The big tight end. First down, Dallas. They keep the drive alive. Dallas is just dominating this game. .2:15 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Dallas 1st and 10 from the Steeler 41. Beck in the shotgun. Beck looking. Beck throws outside. Caught by Stevens. A gain of 3 down to the 38-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 7. That'll stop the clock with 2:02 left here in the 3rd. Dallas on the move. 4 wide for the Cowboys. Beck under center. Single back. They fake the handoff. Beck looking. Throws deep downfield. He's got a man wide open. Tom Plant, touchdown, Cowboys. A 38-yard touchdown catch to Tom Plant, and he was wide open. I mean, wide open. How does somebody like Plant get that wide open? I mean, right down the middle as well. 38 yards, touchdown. And the Cowboys now lead it 23-0. And this Pittsburgh crowd is stunned. It's like Pittsburgh saving all their energy for next week when they play the Ravens in the playoff game. And now Cooper Nelson for the extra point. Dallas playing like they have something to play for. The kick is up, and it's good. Cowboys lead it 24-0. Nice camera work, guys. 1:47 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. AccuSure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Week 16 here at Jammin' Sports. Cowboys are shutting out the Steelers 24-0. I thought this would be a much closer game. We still have a lot of football left. 1:47 left. Here in the third. There's the kickoff by Nelson. From the 6-yard line, Talbert on the return over the 25. And Brian Talbert out to the 25-yard line. First down, Pittsburgh. Steeler offense will come back out. Well, Pittsburgh down by 24 points. It's still a 3-possession game. 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions. But the Steeler offense has just been listless today. On 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. 4 wide. They hand off to Marshall. And Mike Marshall to the 27, a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. Tony McAvenue only has 79 yards passing the whole game so far. They blow. I think the Ravens might beat the Steelers next week. On 2nd and 8 from the 27-yard line, McAvenue under center. McAvenue fakes the handoff, throws. Oh, it's caught. No, it's incomplete. Ron Shanklin couldn't hold on. It'll be 3rd and 8 from the 27-yard line. Evil Dead calling it like it is. 3rd and 8 for the Steelers, 5 wide. McAvenue in the shotgun from their own 27-yard line. McAvenue back, looking, throws near side, and it's caught by Shanklin. He's well shy of the first down. He only gains 4. It'll bring up 4th and 4. Wesley Keaton came up and made the tackle. It'll be 4th down. Yeah, you don't beat around the bush, that's for sure. Like I said, you just tell it like it is. Cody Meyer back to punt. Meyer gets the punt away. I think we've only had 1 shutout this season. This may be number 2 coming up. On the return, Jamal Banks out to the 28-yard line. 40 seconds left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Carson Beck, he's had a pretty good game so far. That was the long touchdown to Plant. He was left wide open. And that was Plant's other touchdown. He's got 2 today. Well, I can respect it because you always know where you stand. First and 10 from the 28-yard line. I'd much rather deal with somebody who just tells me it honestly. Don't sugarcoat things. Just tell me like it is. First and 10 from the 28-yard line. Beck in the shotgun. Beck looking. Beck throws outside to Stevens. Stevens gets out to the 32-yard line. A gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. We're coming up on the end of the 3rd quarter here. Dallas with a commanding 24-0 lead. Cowboys well on their way to wrapping up that final wildcard spot. On 2nd and 6. Beck under center. Beck looking. Beck throws, and he got hit as he threw. Incomplete. Absolutely. 11 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 6 from the 32-yard line. 4 wide for Dallas. Beck in the shotgun. Beck draws back. Beck looking, throws downfield, and it's caught by Plant. Out to the 49, a gain of 17. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Dallas up 24-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to AccuSure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We start the 4th quarter. 1st and 10, Dallas. From the 49, they hand off to Baxter, and Baxter picks up 2 to the 48-yard line. It's now midnight Eastern. Want to say hi to all those listening on the East Coast. Thank you for hanging with us tonight. We're running behind schedule. Our Kansas City-New Orleans game went to double overtime, so it's kind of pushed us back. In the offset eye on 2nd and 8. Beck under center in the offset eye. Hands off to Baxter. And Baxter to the 45, a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 5 for Dallas. Dallas can wrap up the final wild card in the NFC. We know one wild card game will be Detroit and San Francisco. It looks like it's going to be Dallas and the Giants for the other wild card. On 3rd and 5, Beck throws, caught by Plant out to the 33-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Dallas. We will start the playoffs on Sunday. We're going to have the 4 wildcard games on Sunday. We'll take a little bit of a break, and then we'll get the wildcards started on Sunday. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Beck in the shotgun. Beck to Baxter, out to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11. On the tackle, number 51, Ivory Whiteside. We'll have a doubleheader tomorrow and a doubleheader on Wednesday. And then we'll take a break until Sunday and start the playoffs. In the I formation on 2nd and 11. Beck to Baxter. And Baxter fumbles and is recovered by the center, Axel Roberts. A gain of 8 altogether. It'll be 3rd and 3 at the 26-yard line. Dallas fortunate that the center fell on it. Third and 3 from the 26-yard line. Beck in the shotgun, 5:25 and counting. Beck looking. Beck throws outside, and it's caught by Baxter on the sideline, but he loses a yard. It'll be 4th and 4. Dallas will kick the field goal. This will be a 44-yard field goal attempt. It'll put Dallas up by 4 scores. Cooper Nelson from 44 yards. Snap, kick is up, and the kick is good. Dallas leads it 27-0. A 4-touchdown lead, a 4-possession lead for Dallas with 5:10 remaining. And it's looking more and more like the Cowboys at the Giants in the NFC wildcard. We'll have 4 games for you on Sunday, the wildcards. The 2 AFC wildcards and the 2 NFC wildcards. There's the kickoff. From the 3-yard line, Talbert on the return over the 20. And Talbert out to the 23-yard line. 1st and 10. I want to get the season done before the month's over. And we've gotten so many games in over the last 4 days, we have given ourselves a little bit of a buffer, which is good. We'll have a doubleheader tomorrow and a doubleheader Wednesday, and that'll wrap up the regular season. Tomorrow night, Redskins, Cardinals, and the Browns and the Chargers on 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. McAvenue looking. McAvenue throws. Caught by Barry. Picks up the first down out to the 35-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Pittsburgh. And then the doubleheader on Wednesday will be the 49ers and the Seahawks and the Broncos and the Rams. And that will wrap up the regular season. 5 wide. McAvenue in the shotgun. 1st and 10. McAvenue looking. Throws outside. Caught by Barry. A 5-yard gain out to the 39. It'll be 2nd and 5. 4:35 left. Steelers just trying to avoid a shutout. Cowboys up 27-0. On 2nd and 5. McAvenue under center. McAvenue looking. Throws near side. Caught by Shanklin. And Shanklin out to the 45-yard line. A gain of 6. First down, Pittsburgh. Clock is moving. 4:20 and counting. This is a game the Steelers are just going to want to burn the film. Nothing good here. 4 wide, make it 3. 2 backs in the backfield. McAvenue the shotgun. 1st and 10. McAvenue looking. McAvenue throws near side and is caught by Cody Rushing on the sideline, but he's out of bounds, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 45-yard line. 4:03 left to play. On 2nd and 10 from the 45-yard line, McAvenue in the shotgun. McAvenue back, throws outside, caught by Eddie Terrell out to the 42. That'll be a gain of 8. 1st and 10 Pittsburgh at the Dallas 42-yard line. Actually, it's more than a gain of 8. It's a gain of 13. That was way off. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. McAvenue under center. Single back. 3:35 and counting. McAvenue looking. McAvenue throws down the middle, and it's caught by Eddie Terrell down to the 22-yard line. A gain of 20. 1st and 10, Pittsburgh. Dallas's defense not playing as tight as they were earlier. 3:15 and counting. Cowboys up 27-0. 4 wide for the Steelers on 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. McAvenue looking. McAvenue still looking. Throws. Caught by Eddie Terrell down to the 6-yard line. A gain of 16. It'll be 1st and goal Pittsburgh at the 6-yard line. Steelers trying to save face, avoid the shutout. Down to 2:50 left. Steelers come out. McAvenue in the shotgun, 1st and goal. Everybody in tight. McAvenue looking, throws underneath. Caught, touchdown. Ron Shanklin. A 6-yard touchdown catch. And the Steelers finally get on the board. It's now 27-6. They're trailing by 21 at the moment. And now the extra point by Garrett Brown. Yeah, Pittsburgh's for real. Brown for the PAT. It's up, and it's good. Cowboys lead is now 20. It's a 3-touchdown game. 27-7. Cowboys up with 2:36 left. Pittsburgh will probably try an onside kick here. They really have no choice. It's their only shot. They can't kick it away. They don't have enough time. They got to try an onside kick. Onside kick attempt by Cody Meyer. And that's going to be recovered by Stewart, Jerome Stewart, at the 43-yard line of Pittsburgh. Steelers, well, let's see. They down by 20. They might not even take their timeouts. They know this game is over. The Cowboys will clinch a wild card. The Buccaneers are now out. Dallas will play at the Giants in the wild card round next week. The other NFC wild card will be Detroit at San Francisco. .235 left. We're updating the standings as we speak right now. Pittsburgh will finish with an 8-8 record. Just good enough to make the playoffs. Baxter up the middle. Out to the 35, a gain of 8. You have to be 8-8 or better to make the playoffs if you win your division, and they'll just make it. Dallas will finish 9-7. And they'll be a wild card team. On 2nd and 2, there's the 2-minute warning. Live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. 2nd and 2 from the 35-yard line. Beck in the shotgun. Beck hands off to Baxter. Gets the first down inside the 30. Down to the 26-yard line. Pittsburgh not even bothering to take timeouts. Just letting the clock run out. So Dallas will play at the Giants on Sunday in the wild card game. First and 10 for the Steeler, 26 in the offset eye. They hand off to Baxter up the middle, and Baxter to the 16, a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd in inches. Dallas can just take a knee now. They don't have to do anything here. All right, you two Evil Dead. We'll see you tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. On 2nd down, Beck in the shotgun. Beck to Baxter. He goes down. They don't have to snap it again if they don't want to. They can just let the time run out. Well, they're going to run a play. Beck in the shotgun as the final seconds are ticking away. And that's ball game. Your final score, Dallas 27, Pittsburgh 7. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We'll see you tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern for a doubleheader. Good night, everybody.